All right. Oh. Ow. My legs are absolutely fried. Oh, it hurts to walk. It hurts to move. Everything's sore. Oh, but we are here, and that is not going to stop us from doing our active rest day. Okay. I think this is a good time to do like a PSA. Make sure that you guys are stretching and you are keeping excuse me, you're keeping your flexibility, because it's like a very big thing that affects people that have like a lot of muscle in general is like lack of flexibility, lack of mobility. So just have days where um, or even like it doesn't have to be like a specific day. It can just be like before you go to bed. Stretch. Make sure you're getting you like keeping or you're retaining your mobility, because you don't want to be the guy that's like, he's all buff and stuff, and then like you ask him to reach to touch his back, and he can't because he's like his shoulders are too stiff, or they're in pain, or that kind of thing. Just keep that in mind. Okay, let us do this. Probably get like 2 sets of this, honestly, and that's about it, because my legs do need to rest, especially after a leg day. A couple days ago, my body's just really sore. Ow. I saw this Instagram reel. I was responding to someone saying, that the gym doesn't have people in it that are pushing themselves anymore. And I'd agree with that post. So the gym is full of people now, especially people my age. I don't know about older demographics, but people my age that are just going to be performative. Right? They're just going to take a picture or hang out with their friends to make it look like they're actually doing something, but in reality, they really aren't doing anything. Right? They don't go with intention. They don't go with a plan. They just go because it makes them feel better about themselves. And I don't understand that. And the post was responding, and it was saying like, oh, well, I don't understand this judgment where, these people are new at the gym, and, do you guys remember how it felt to pick up your first weight and blah. Um, and I just responded with like, well, first off, me criticizing people that are already in the gym isn't criticizing people that are new to the gym, because people that are new to the gym have trouble coming back, right? Have trouble showing up at the door. People that are new to the gym have trouble eating properly. That's not who we're criticizing when we say stuff like that. When we say the gym is full of people that are being performative, we're talking about the people that show up and they're on their phone for the next 30 minutes. They show up, they're on their phone during the set. They show up, they're on the same machine for 30, 40 minutes, taking like 10-minute breaks in between. And then they walk out of the gym and they think, okay, that's okay. Like they did a good job. No, like that's not, those are two very different people. Obviously, if you're new to the gym, right, new to the gym, and you're just getting into it, this isn't to give them an excuse to be like, oh well, when you're new to something, go at it half-assed. Obviously, when you're new at the gym and it's a new skill set you have to acquire, you're gonna encounter setbacks. It's just normal. That's with any skill, right? You're not gonna expect someone to be an expert just because they're at the place where they're supposed to be learning. But at the same time, we have to set a standard where, guys, if you're at the gym, be at the gym. That little rectangle you have in your hand isn't going to get you any healthier. It's not. And you have all the time in the world to spend on that thing. Trust me, it is not going anywhere. But you have to build the discipline to set it down, even if it's just for the 2 minutes that you're doing your set. Because I've seen people on their phone while they're doing a workout. Like, come on, guys. You guys don't have the mental focus and the discipline, and just like, not even the mental focus, but like you guys can't concentrate for the 2 minutes that you're doing a set to push yourself. Set aside the fact that like you're actually on, like, because it's okay to be on your phone, if you're taking a rest, but don't sit there on a bench for 30 minutes scrolling, doing nothing the whole time, and then leave the gym like you accomplished something. You didn't do anything. The goal that you set in mind for today completely out the window, right? You might as well have just not come. And that's why I hate when people are like, oh, half the gym, or half the journey of the gym is showing up. No, it's not. Showing up is like 10%. I can show up to the gym, sit on my ass on the bench for the next 90 minutes. I didn't do anything. You have to put an effort. I don't understand where this narrative came along where people are thinking, oh, you can just kind of like grift your way, or like sort of wander into all this progress. No, I didn't get to where I am because, I sat on my phone and I kind of just stumbled into this. No, I worked my ass off. And you don't have to put in the same. I'm not saying like, I'm not comparing my effort to yours or saying that you have to be the same as me, but you have to put in some effort, right? The effort you put into this, the effort you put into this is what's going to reflect the results, right? You want good results? Put in effort. Put in the effort that it's worth putting effort into. Put in effort into things are worth putting effort into. This requires you to put effort into it. Why? Because it's good for your health. Because 80, 90 years down the road, you don't want to be in a wheelchair. You don't want to have someone care for you, and you want to be able to live your life comfortably. That's the added benefit of working out. You shouldn't need a reason to put effort into yourself. This is for your good. For your good. No one else is going to benefit from this. I don't understand where that narrative came from. Where like, oh, we can't criticize people that are at the gym because they're new. Yes, you can. Because if someone's being disingenuous and they say, oh, well, I'm trying to improve, and they show up to the gym and they sit on their ass for 45 minutes, that person's not trying to improve. I don't care if you're at the gym. That's 10%. That's bare minimum. Showing up is not going to get you anywhere where you need to be. I can show up to my class. I can show up to work. If I'm not doing a good job, I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get kicked out of school. Same thing here. You are not going to get the results that you want if you are sitting on your ass for 30, 40 minutes on your phone, talking to your friends, yapping about your day, your friends can wait. You have that phone to text them. And if your friends are the people that are holding you back, ditch them. I know that might seem like, or better yet, lead by example. Be the person that says, hey guys, we need to focus up. It's sad to see how many people come to the gym, they work out with their friends, and the entire time they're talking. The entire time. Not one set is done. And they're all chumming it up like, oh, we're going to get so big. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's just talk. You're talking. That's it. That's all that it is. And it shows not only yourself, but it shows your friends that your word doesn't mean anything. Because the next time you say you're going to do something, your friends aren't going to expect you to do it. You've introduced this pattern. You've shown them that you aren't capable of following through on what you said. Why would they believe you when you say, oh, I want to lose weight this time? Okay. What reason have you given them to believe that? It's the same thing, you guys. I understand. I'm not saying in any way that this is easy, that it's something that will come easy. No. The first weeks are going to be hell. The first couple days are going to suck. Your body's going to be sore. You're going to be tired. You're not going to want to come. That's fine. All of that is normal. But you have to be willing to put in the effort. You cannot just be the person that sits around and expects it to be fed to you. That's not how life works. In general, that's not how life works. If you want to improve at anything, you have to put in effort. You have to. It's without question. It is a proven fact. It's baffling to me how many people think they can just show up to the gym and become like C-bomb, or they can, and then they those are the same people that go online and they go, oh, well, it's just genetics. How do you know that? You haven't even tried. You haven't tried. And when you say you did, oh, it was just half-assed effort. You slacked off on your diet. You didn't get enough sleep. You weren't eating properly. You weren't training hard enough. Like, dude, you can't do that. Because those same people post online, people see that crap, and they go, oh, they're right, it's just genetics. It's just this like repeating loop of essentially like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, it's just genetics. I can never get to that point. Well, have you tried? Have you genuinely tried? Ask yourself, like, be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You cannot just say, oh, I tried, and you gave it a week's time, a month's time. No, that's not how life works. And I'm sorry I got heated, but like, I don't understand that. Like, it's almost like a victim mentality of like, oh, woe is me, and I can't believe I can't achieve. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're just not. You've been fed this idea that like, oh, you know, just showing up is okay, and half-assed effort, and being mediocre at something is okay. No, it's not. No, it is not. I don't understand where that idea came from, and I don't understand why the gym community has shifted from people that used to empower the mentality of a champion, the mentality of someone who was thriving on the idea of challenge, to someone who's okay with just being average, normal. Where did we get that idea from? That doesn't make any sense to me, and I completely reject that idea. I refuse to be average for the sake of my own comfort and feeling better about myself. All right, let's go do some cable crunches. All right, let's expand on that topic a little more. So, just in my experience, I get upset when I don't meet the standards that I want. So, let's put this into a beginner lifter's perspective. When you come to the gym, you should have an expectation for what you're trying to accomplish that day, right? So, for instance, say you're new to the gym and you're coming in and say you have, you haven't really done cardio before. And so you say, okay, I want to get 45 minutes of cardio in today, right? And you get 35, maybe 30, and you're dying the whole time. That's okay because you're putting in effort, right? You gave it your best. You didn't meet expectations. Not a big deal. The people I have a problem with are the people that say, I want to do 45 minutes of cardio. They get on the treadmill for 5 minutes and then they walk out. And they go, oh, well, I tried. No, that's not the same thing. And I don't know how, I'm just wired a little differently, but I don't know how people come to the gym and they don't meet expectations, or they don't meet expectations that they know they can meet and they're okay with themselves. Like when I come to the gym and I don't do something that I know I can do, it pisses me off, genuinely. It makes me upset because I know in my mind, hey, I've done this before. I can do this again. And whether it be because I'm tired or, I don't know, my body's just not feeling it that day, I don't meet expectations, right? I fail, I mess up. And it pisses me off because I know in my mind, hey, snap yourself out of this. You need to do it. And maybe it's like a wake-up call that people need, but like, you guys have to be willing to set aside how you're feeling in that moment in order to achieve what you want. It can't just be something that's feelings-based, because you're gonna have days where you're gonna feel off, where you feel frustrated, where you feel tired, where you feel like you feel like giving up. But that shouldn't be the end-all be-all. The buck shouldn't stop from how you're feeling that day. I don't feel like getting up to go to work. I still go to work because I know I need the money. I don't feel like going to school. I still go to school because I know at the end of the day it's gonna pay off. I'm gonna have more knowledge than the people that are my competitors. The same thing applies to the gym. If you feel tired, okay, that's fine. You can acknowledge those feelings and say, hey, I'm tired, and kind of, gauge how much effort you're putting in, but still give it your best. You can still give your best when you come tired. Even if you don't meet expectations, at least you're coming, right? There's a saying, at least you're showing up. But there's an end to that sentence. You're still showing up, but you're also putting in as much as you can. And if it's not, your personal best, it's not a PR, who cares? Because you're still showing up and you're still doing the thing that you need to do. You're still giving it your best. You're still meeting the effort prerequisite to leaving the gym feeling like, okay, I actually did something today. You weren't on your phone, sitting doing curls like you were, picking up a water bottle cup from the ground. Like, guys, it has to be something. You have to be able to gauge how much effort you're willing to put into something. If the gym isn't for you, then gym isn't for you. And like, I understand that might not be a good take, where if this environment is in a space where you feel like you're going to put in effort, then you should leave. I don't know if that's like an unfair take, because at the end of the day, if you're coming here and you're not doing anything that's helping you, whether it be your health or you're getting into shape, whatever, all these things, then why are you coming? What purpose other than wasting your money and coming here when you could just be sitting at home doing nothing, right? Because that's essentially what you're doing here, right? You're just coming here and doing nothing, just in a different setting, right? What's the argument? Because all you're doing when you're coming here and you're in a gym area and you're doing nothing, You're either taking a machine that someone could possibly be using for, actually working out and pushing themselves, or you're promoting this environment where it's kind of lackluster. And that's not the environment that I want in my gym. I want to show up to the gym and have people that are outlifting me, have people that are pushing me to be better. Why? Because that's what the gym is for. That's what the gym is for. It's not this environment where you can kind of just show up and meander all day and do nothing. And I don't know where this idea came in, that like the gym is just this place where you show up and, by osmosis, you somehow get everything that you want. No, that's not how that works. I don't know. It just really irks me when people think that things can just be handed to them like that. All right, we gotta get a weight. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. All right, I got my weight. Yeah, so we'll finish this up. We'll probably do like 4 sets of this, honestly, instead of the decline sit-ups, just because my legs are just not gonna be a good stabilizing muscle for the decline sit-ups, and you're kind of using your legs to hold you there. So we'll do this, we'll do a drop set, and then that actually honestly might be it. But I just wanted to get that thought out because I want the community or the gym community to turn into something where you're showing up and you're showing up to a community of people that are genuinely trying to improve themselves. And whether that's like a fever dream or whether that's, fantasy, I want to see at least if I can make any difference at all and any impact at all. I feel like it's worth it because the gym that I go to now, and it's not to like harp on the people that go there, but it's not like I see people all the time, and it's not just this location, but like there are other locations that I go to, and it's all the same. Just people that are like showing up, they're doing half-assed work, or they're talking too much, or they're not putting in the effort that I know that they're capable of putting in. And I want that to change because I know that if they were to really dedicate their time and energy to it, like they could improve, they could see amazing results, but they just choose not to because it's easier to be someone that's, going with the crowd, going with the sheep and just following what other people are doing. So. Okay. Let's do a drop set. Grab a lighter weight. Glad that one was right here. Okay. I'm definitely gonna stretch after this because my legs are killing me. Alright. Let's just do a quick physique check. I apologize if the lighting looks a little different. I'm just still trying to figure out what kind of hue I want, but the arms are looking mighty good today. I had like a good amount of carbs and honestly like a better diet today, so I still have 2 meals to eat when I get home. But yeah, that should be it. I'm just like, if you're listening to this and it prompted some form of like response, or you felt offended, don't take it as like offense. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to judge you in any way. But do take it as a sign that it's your conscious recognizing that you're capable of more, right? You're capable of change. And don't ignore that. Don't ignore that feeling, because the more you ignore it, the more you're gonna numb yourself to this idea of like, oh, I can just be kind of mediocre and average, and you don't want to be that. That everyone can be average. Everyone can choose to do what everyone else is doing. Don't join that club of people. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. I will be posting another video tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing you guys there. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.